This is Deductor, continuing the Battle Brothers Season 14 playthrough. In the last episode, my carelessness got Nightwolf horrifically maimed and dead. He's not maimed, he is objectively dead. He was such a strong brother. He was easily the second best in terms of quality, in terms of the raw stats of the brothers. And there was no reason for him to die. He died because I just was clicking buttons. There has been a theme this run. When I get comfortable and I click buttons, everyone dies horribly. Whereas if I concentrate, then I can still get myself back to a bit of my former self. A bit of the old Swordmaster skill is still lurking there somewhere. So speaking of concentrations and naysayers, Crisis King, you have no faith in me. I wouldn't have any faith in me either, buddy. That's fair. Like, I wouldn't believe me either. But you think I'm gonna wipe on this Sea of Tents? Who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I will, but maybe I won't. Maybe nobody will even die. It's hard to say. There have also been some comments in the chat about, oh, by the way, if Nightwork had like a real helmet instead of fashion, he probably would have lived too. There are a lot of ways for Nightwork to live, by the way, in that battle, like so many ways. Also, I learned that smoke bombs only last one turn. Does this say that when you toss it? I'm just curious. It does. It does say one round. So I could have solved my problem by reading the text. Can you imagine that? Read your help text? How crazy is that, right? What a concept. Okay, enough talk. Let us get to this battle. It's going to be a Sea of Tents. I just loaded a game so you can't see the enemies, but it says some Orc Young, an Orc Berserker, some Orc Warriors, and an Orc Warlord. Some is 4 to 6. The Young and Berserkers are irrelevant. 6 Warriors and a Warlord would be quite the battle. 4 Warriors and a Orc Lord, not nearly as bad. The Orcs, of course, have a weakness, which is they have terrible morale. And if you have Fearsome, they just instantly rout. I do not have Fearsome for extra challenge. So this could get spicy. Warriors, of course, are very tough. Ideally, you have hammers to crush their armor. But the two-handed axe, the great axe, is still very good. Not quite as good as a hammer, but it's still extremely good and should be more than enough to crush the orc armor. Also have a two-handed mace, and that would be nice. Dazing the Warlord or Aya could potentially disarm one. I have to field all my veterans, by the way. Power Dom could potentially do some fighting spear shenanigans. Amazing Abby is here. In fact, I am going to give him a Strange Mushrooms, buff his damage with the long axe. These long axes, not the best against armor, but it's still good. It's still very solid. Friendly could shoot down some of the Orc Young with Casual Hamster, then he could switch to Bill Hook, do a little damage there. Crisis King, you have options, tactical options. You could whip, you could head chopper. Wyoming Sioux, you have one job right into the middle of a group of orcs. Try to tie down 3 warriors. I mean, you have to tie down at least 2, but hopefully you can tie down 3. We'll see. Our goal is to kill the Warlord as fast as possible, actually. So depending on how the battle goes, I might have to shift Wyoming Sioux away from the Warlord, because the Warlord can rally morale, and that is the real danger in this fight. Once we crush the Warlord, the rest of the orcs should break and flee, no problem. You have some perk points left. I will start assigning some of them. Dr. Carl, I'm going to give you Frenzy, I think, instead of Berserk. You have Adrenaline, so you have other uses for your fatigue. Fearsome is probably the better pick, but I feel like this could be a no Fearsome run, just for the extra challenge. And then I want to reserve a point for a Weapon Mastery, but I don't know what weapon yet. So let's give you Killing Frenzy. Hammers could be good, a good two-handed hammer. Combos well with Adrenaline, we'll see. Aya, I'm going to give you Pathfinder so you can move about and do your whip with maximum advantage. I know Prismic and Dr. Carl don't have a perk point. Prismic, I'm real tempted for that sword duelist nonsense. Maybe you just get Frenzy. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You obviously need a point for mastery. I mean, there's also Underdog, and I don't know, it feels silly to give you Underdog. Denki, ironically, could actually benefit from Underdark. Oh, by the way, Denki is here. He has, I know we're not doing the maximum fashion. He is using, well, northern armor plus a shiny shield and a shamshir. It's kind of weird. He's not double gripping it because I plan on putting him in the middle and having him absorb the wave of the orc young. And my other brothers will sit back a little bit. Alright, let's do this. I also have some nets, by the way. Pablatino and Casual Hamster both have net. Replenish my smoke bomb. And then let's try to do our best to actually use terrain. Like, I don't have the gun equipped. We're not messing with any of that nonsense anymore. Okay, let's do it. This is in a snowy forest. 12 orcs. That is, I believe, 4 warriors. This should be no problem for our company. 6 would have been interesting. 4, not nearly as interesting. Again, let's see what they do before we do anything. And we need to see which direction the warlord's at. I'm tempted to draw 1 and then just step everybody back 2. That seems like a good plan to me. I'm gonna see what the orcs do. And I feel like I do want to fall back. We could try to abuse this terrain a little bit, but orc warriors can push, and I'm not confident I can abuse the terrain as much. They are better at positioning, whereas fighting in the open is better, especially if the numbers are like close. If they had more orcs, I would try to take advantage of this these blockers, force the orcs to maneuver and so forth. Like, this is the type of analysis I did not do in the battle against the Unhoes. I just sort of click buttons. Like, the way to beat the Unhoe battle was so easy. Like, all I had to do was put Wyoming Sioux up front, clicking down, follow everybody back, split the Unhoes into 2 groups, and then you auto win. You can't even lose anyone if you wanted to. And Night Ward like died because a headhunt. I'm already excited. All right, end your turn immediately, Casual Hamster. Still gonna execute the strategy correctly. Aplatino. If you shoot, you'll have enough AP to fall back. That was not a headhunt. That's okay, buddy. Bust out your banner. I'm gonna need it. Can't whip. Aya's Pathfinder. Aya can go on the snow easier. Enki, you wait. King, step back. Al, step back. Dr. Carl, step back. Amazing Abby, step back. Orc warriors are doing silly things. Excellent. Okay, Warlord's on the right, so that means I want to put Wyoming Sioux on the left. And I probably want to put Aya on the right to disarm. Warlord has a giant axe. That's a friendly 95% aim shot. The Warlord's already wavering. Are you kidding? I mean, in a good way. In a good way. Powered Arm can also, like, do a good job of, like, just making the Orc Warlords do silly things. Fun fact, Orc Warriors only have 8 AP, and they don't have Pathfinder, so this warrior is kind of stuck in the snow. I'll put Denki where he is. Crisis King, you wait. Tau, wait. Or end your turn, rather. Wyoming Sioux. Go to the left. Oh, Prismic's not using his signature weapon, by the way. Alright, that's fine. This is all kinda as planned. Berserkers are prime targets for friendly. Shoot twice and your turn immediately. Wait on powered on. Casual Hamster, you have a headhunt. 89%. Wait, we might have a better opportunity as As strange as that sounds. Caplatino, shoot. I'm actually going to step you back one more. Oh yeah, you can wait. Go decapitate, but I'm not ready for the decapitations. Oof. Okay, that one stunning Wyoming Sioux is actually a problem. Oh wait. We might have some tank problems here. Up to the Pomace. Probably just gonna throw. Tao, you also have a headhunt. Use powered I need to know what the warrior does. How you wait. Amazing Abby, you wait as well. Prismic, you might move up. We'll see. Okay, Warlord coming to the middle. I might have to change my game plan. Huh. We may have to change our game plan indeed. Because that Wyoming Sioux stun. These orcs, they're actually pretty slow. Power on, getting a cheeky pike. Stab, you got a headhunt. Casual hamster, alright. Move over at one. Throw, good kill. You do not have berserk, unfortunately. Yeah, and casual hamster, you're pretty quick. You are actually in an excellent position for disarms. Build your fast adaptation stacks. Kinda need to know what the rest of the orcs do. They're gonna do like a mass charge. Should just put Wyoming Sioux out here in Indam. Target this warrior, kill him quick. Rice's King and Dinky would actually be real bad at soloing some of these enemies. Gotta crush the right flank. Prismic goes up. I could put Crisis King here. And then move Dr. Carl. I think I have to, just for the damage. Good hit. Very good hit. The headhunts could be relevant. Amazing Abby. You can fall here. No, I don't want this warrior on you. Prismic, you have to move up. Good hit. Okay. Don't forget, Orc Warriors can push and cause issues on friendly. That shot was too good to not take. Friendly. Why don't we, do you have Berserk? Yes. Okay. What's your 78%? If you miss, what could happen? Warriors could push. Prismic back. I could actually be okay with that. Okay, end your turn immediately, friendly. Need to take... Ugh. Stun on Prismic. Denki, why don't you swing once, swing again, and wait, because they're gonna stun you. Yeah, the stuns. Yeah. So the wait is really good. Ooh, fun times. No, we need to stab, and then this orc warrior is breaking, really? Spear wall to keep that one back. Amazing Abby's gonna go up. Good. I was counting on that scatter. I think this orc warrior really wants to zone Casual Hamster. No, this is silly, but gotta bust out the banner to make sure we have resolve. Oh my god, Prismic! Okay, this is actually kind of working out a little bit. Crisis King can't get stunned. The warriors are gonna go in a weird direction. What were those hit chances on Prismic, by the way? 42%, that's pretty good. I really want to kill the double grip cleaver orc. Like, I feel like that's the priority. So I'm gonna wait, because if I kill this orc young too soon... Oh, but if... I really want to attack and end my turn. I can't afford to kill it. Let's... Ho, Crisis King, look at that professional hit. Okay, end your turn immediately. They can't stun you, and you need to go quick. Alright, Aya, let's wait. You might need to disarm someone. And Tao, you have a headhunt. I kind of want to see what the Warlord does first. Good job, Power Dom. You did your one job. That's all we need you to do. Amazing Abby, if you attack and end your turn immediately, but this one could push Stanky. Wait. Yes, the warriors are... Okay, that one's coming. But they are doing weird things. By the way, Prismic has 9 lives, so he actually can't bleed to death. Yeah. So he's actually perfectly safe right now. We gotta get him out, but he can't die from the bleed. Power of 9 lives. Okay. This could be a just use a net, and let's not like mess around with this nonsense scenario. I think that's wise. But we can throw a net with Casual Hamster next turn. Oh, Crisis King to disarm! That was sick. That was absolutely sick. This orc's could come in, but that's a problem for next turn. Go for the whips. Yes. Well done, Aya. He could push and try to get on Denki. Denki's in such a precarious position. I do quite like the head bonk though. Okay, I'm gonna put Tau here, swap to the two-handed flaying mace. Yep, alright, that's okay. Amazing Abby. We've got a higher priority target. Try to kill that Orc Young Threaten Prismic. This warrior could push, but we have to... Like, I don't want Prismic to actually proc 9. Well, he's gonna proc it anyway, now that I think about it. He's gonna proc it no matter what. We can prevent the warrior from pushing by moving Casual Hamster. Well, he'll push this way, but that's okay. I think he could die. I think we need to stand our ground here. These are terrible hits, friendly, end your turn immediately. Casual Hamster, do we net this one? Not a bad idea. It prevents a lot of weird issues. Carl, good hit. You don't need to end your turn immediately. Yankee, good job, buddy. Powered on, you have a headhunt. You broke his head. Wait, Powered on. We'll see what else we can do with you. Tanky, you just... How are you tanking like a god? Let's... I'm gonna wait on Wyoming Sioux. Alright, Crisis King, go for the decapitate. Didn't work. You might as well end your turn immediately. No reason not to. None of them can stun you. Tau, you have a headhunt. We can actually go ahead of... Go bonk this warrior. Good. Wait. I don't see any reason not to. Thank you. Don't attack yet. This warrior could come in and attack you. Is it shield wall time? Just be the untouchable wall. You know what? Let's do it. Yeah, wait. I think we got a better thing for you to do. Caplatino. I know you're not providing a morale buff, but we need to kill that other one. Oh, right, the warrior couldn't even attack. Why did I waste my turn with that? Alright, Prism. Oh, you're gonna proc 9 lives now. Now you could die. This could be the end of Prismic. Ooh, 11% chance. Good job, Amazing Abby. You might end up saving Prismic's life. In fact, to make sure of that, why don't you end your adrenaline? Warrior milling about, doing nothing. Tau, good job. Okay, this Orc Warrior is fleeing. Carl, you have better things to do now. So end your turn, Powered on. You also definitely have better things. Wyoming Sioux. So you're gonna shield wall and move here and try to tank that warlord for us. Denki, you can't attack, that's okay. Aya, buddy. Oh, Wyoming suit will be fine. I'm actually more worried about the one on Tau. Prismic. 9 lives is gonna save you. Amazing Abby. 50%. I don't like that. I don't like those odds. How many characters? I have a lot of attacks. Surely, if Amazing Abby missed, we would be fine. Alright, step you back, Amazing Abby, and your turn immediately. Friendly. Shoot twice, and your turn immediately. Casual Hamster. Warrior could still push. Good hit, and your turn immediately. Powered on, you can wait. Latino, you can wait. Yankee, good. Gonna start shifting people over. 75%. Tau. Wait. Yeah, shoot wall, so no reason not to attack now, Danky. And then Aya, you're gonna wait and see if we can disarm. Prismic, why don't you step up? Get ready to... Woo! That's okay. Wyoming Sue's actually in a great position right now. He just has to not get hit by that axe. Warlord might not even attack him with the axe, it probably will though. Let's move Crisis King to a... I'm gonna wait, let's see if this orc does something weird. Good job, Wyoming Sue. You're being a tank. Swap out to a different shield. That's why I took it. Got the skill. Oh, the heads are rolling, and orc warriors are terrified of us. Excellent. Powered on, get into position. That Latino. Up to your crossbow. The crowd getting there. You don't need adrenaline to move ahead of these orcs. Oh yeah. I actually want to encourage them to attack with the axe. I don't want them to do the rally. Prismic, you've already exhausted your 9 lives, so you're done in this battle. You just chill, buddy. And yes, this is Crisis King. You have a better position you can go to. Hamster, good kill. Swap to the billhook. Friendly. Might as well overwhelm the war boss a little bit. Why not? Powered on, stabbing ahead. We have so many attacks. I kind of want, again, the orcs might get rallied. I acknowledge that risk. Yep. I saw that coming. Oh, that would have been fun if Wyoming Sue could have killed. You know, what's the point of Indaming? No, there is a point. It makes the warlord do stupid things. Nobody can die. Town might take an injury or Danky, whatever. Or they could just miss. This one's got a fractured hand and daze, like, no threat. Tao's armor got wrecked. That was very rude of them. I mean, the slashing of the sword will barely do anything. Just slash once. Crisis King, come up. Kill. A headshot. It's always fun. Prismic, you go for the long flank for no reason. Again, we're gonna just overwhelm them. Job casual hamster. Powered arm stab. Dr. Carl, swap to your long axe. I want to bust through his armor before Denki attacks. This one's double. Might as well whip. Okay, the warlord doesn't do anything. Go for the decapitate crisis king. Oh, that was so satisfying. That decapitate. Oh, that was just one of the most satisfying things. Okay, Denki, you're not good here. You don't have a reach weapon. But you might come in and finish off the warlord. Alright, so much for my battle plan. It completely changed. Just apply some overwhelm. Warlord might push Wyoming. Oh, no, Wyomishu's going to be able to go ahead and clean down. I mean, I don't see any reason to attack it. It can't do anything to us. Okay, you do that, buddy. You waste your time doing that. I don't see any reason to go A. We're just gonna disarm this warlord, cause like no reason to do anything else. Don't need to even shoot it. Oh my gosh, the men! How are you like, how could you possibly be scared of this thing? I don't even need to shoot it. It's absurd to shoot it. We should have more than enough damage at this point. Thank you in there. Aya, go for the disarm. Prismic, you could actually still die. Crisis King, swap back to your cleaver. I want a thematic finish here. Okay, that works. Who gets the honor of killing this orc war boss? I think it has to be Prismic. So Crisis King, step back 1. So the way attacks work is they go clockwise, right? Prismic will get this first swing. Just make sure you land your swing, Prismic. Well done. He decapitated the orc. 9 lives saved his life, despite the orc young stunning him. Probably could have orchestrated that first part of the battle a little cleaner, but oh well, that ends well. I at least had some sort of plan. This is not up to my old performance, though, but it's still pretty good. 2 suits of armor got a little wrecked. In fact, only Tau and Prismic even took any damage. I used to be able to fight these taking like no damage. That's how it's supposed to be. 47 tools. The mushroom is back. Got some vendor items. Excellent. Speaking of vendor items, I wanted to replenish my brothers. So I'm actually going to go ahead and hire the recruiter. He spawns additional characters to hire brothers. And since at this stage of the game I want like high-end recruits, he'll probably even pay for himself. Now your armor is wrecked. Let's get a new one in there. Prismic, you can chill, buddy. You've done enough. You just chill. And then we'll send somebody else back out. I don't know. Bombardier Beetle. And we're good to keep going. So, naysayers be proven wrong. Alright. I do want to go to Rodestead, mostly to see what sort of new recruits we can get. There is also some fog here to bust. So, let's see. That battle didn't even take that long, 34 minutes. But this might be the only battle in this episode. I just got back from my trip, so I don't want to do too much. That's when I start losing concentration. Howling Wastes. That's a fun name for a region. There's a tiny orc camp. Not very exciting, but it is what we got. I guess I can do the tiny orc camp in this episode. Like, it'd be silly not to do that. There's another camp over there, so there could be a barbarian camp. Am I, before I hit the tiny orc camp, Re-barbarian. I am not going to go waste my time choosing on Reavers, but that tells me there's likely a camp nearby. Maybe over here in this section of the fog. So yeah, after I take out this ruined abode, we have a pretty good idea of where to go to find some barbarian fights. That'll be fun. We have no armor, by the way. I have like so many Battleforged characters and no armor for them. Oh, Nimbo OP, man. Alright, so I still don't know what to do with Bombardier Beto. I want to put Guiden back in. He needs to get Nimbo so he can do stuff. How many orcs are here? Some. Are you kidding me? Some. I feel like Necronius needs to go back into. Danky, you can sit out. Blazing Abbey, swap places with Pief. He has Battleforged and Nimble Armor. This is like a long time ago. I made a video with Carvajal, and one of the things I said was never ever give Battleforged to a brother wearing Raider gear. Well, look at that. This is how low I've sunk, giving Battleforged to a guy in Raider gear. I'm repairing the gear to sell. We need money. 6, yada yada. Oh, Necronius, you don't even have a helmet. Good thing they don't have ranged weapons, huh? I mean, I know this is a little silly, but... I learned my lesson. Friendly right in the head. If you had a better weapon, you could have killed them. They didn't all do their charge. Dear Beta, you missed. If you didn't miss, you got the head too. Well done, buddy. Ow, got the head. Nice. Gonna charge us. How rude. Necronius, you could actually get hit in the head with a javelin. So we're gonna be a little careful with you. Dr. Carl, that was actually, I didn't want to hit the head. Alright, the Cronius can come back. Crisis King, you did not decapitate. It's a little disappointing. I should probably feed experience the youngins. Especially the most important youngins. Oh my, well, I mean, how am I supposed to feed experience if they won't hit? Alright, I'm repairing all the stuff to sell. Let's get to town. Could be some juicy contracts. Nice 3 skull contract, still fun. Okay, as expected, there's no, nothing here. The armorer could have some nice stuff for us. Supply caravan. Not very interesting. Okay. Ah, these contracts are kind of disappointing. Ooh, okay. There's something to the southwest of here on the hills. Good. So, hiring sellswords at Skalstead. Nesselwald also has some sort of problem with monsters. Now, let's see. Hills to the southwest. Alright. So we should definitely take a peek here southwest. Could be a camp over here. Could be a camp just down here near the mountains. And then go around the swamp. Head north to the wilderness. Yeah, it seems like a good plan. What are our contracts? Delivery. Hajj. Again, we would do this for the mercenary spawn chance. There's a caravan escort now. Ronin Fest. It's actually can be a good idea to do those. I care about fight density more, but one day over and this town has a weaponsmith and an armor. I had like 50,000 crowns or something. I'd be tempted to do that. Try to buy some famed items, but I'm not gonna do that. What is the noble contract? Oh, the Barbarian King. Ooh, that is now that is interesting. I don't really want to come back to Rotterstead, but I want to dagger that Barbarian King of his armor because we are desperately short of heavy armor. Yeah. I mean, I'm not doing this delivery. It's not worth the chance of proccing a mercenary spawn. We're not going down to Hajj anytime soon. I like the idea of finding that barbarian camp. I like it very, very much. It said Frostfinger's Realm, northwest of here. So the way the Barbarian King contract, if I remember correctly, the way they work is the king spawns near a camp and then he kind of travels around. We know there's kind of a camp here. I suppose the camp could also be here, west of the mountains. Either way is real good. I would, I know there's a thing southwest of Rotterstead. We can come back and do it. And this is not like the most efficient contract to do, but you can't pass down like the first Barbarian King contract of a game. That's too juicy. And he spawns with like really good armor. There's also a chance for him to be a champion. And then even better, I mean, we have to do this contract, of course. But I am, because we are already almost day, I'm going to wait for day, sell off my stuff, accept the contract, go try to hunt down that Barbarian King as fast as possible, and then go from there. But let's just, I am going to camp, a very unusual activity, but Okay, there we go. That was just a tiny camp. Do we have any good recruits? I like retired soldiers. Swordmaster. Okay, there's only one. This is me. There's only one Swordmaster. I usually always try them out, but since there is only one Swordmaster, I have to have this Swordmaster, no matter what the traits are. Let's do it. Oh, it's a superstitious Swordmaster. It's kind of a replacement for Nightward. I love his hat. The Duelist hat has the best hat in the game. 40 hit points. I love it. I love it. 76 attack with 1 star. Fantastic. 14 melee defense. Also awesome. Excellent resolve. Hate for beasts. Always nice. Superstitious. We can work around that. These are, except for the low hit points, pretty good fatigue neutral stats, but I don't know. I don't want to make this a fatigue neutral. Oh, plus 4 hit points for doing that. This is me, of course. Where do we go from there? I haven't figured that out. Let's try out this retired soldier. No, I don't want a cocky retired soldier. Not quite what I'm looking for. Oscar the Merciless is very expensive for a sellsword. Also a bastard is very expensive for a bastard. I kind of want like better recruits than this. This guy, Oscar the Merciless, he could, like, if this was much earlier in the game, I didn't have a great axe, I probably would hire him. It's worth. Roderick. Militia, I feel like we can do better. I want like a Hedge Knight, one of those Oath Knights or whatever they're called. Maybe a better sellsword, an assassin, but we won't get an assassin for quite a while. Ooh, we should check the armor. There's a heater shield. I might actually buy that. There is 260 armor. I mean, you buy the 260 armor, you slap some like pauldrons on it. It doesn't feel good. Very pricey for what you get. Okay, prices here are acceptable. Where's my like shield? It's probably like 15 or 16 or something like that. 16, yeah, it's acceptable. It's acceptable enough. I'm gonna sell everything. We should get plenty more barbarian gear. There's a falcon. Okay, those are pretty hard to find. Good thing we picked one up. Yeah, the prices I think are good enough. I mean, they could be better, of course, but take the infusion of cash now. Should probably buy some real food for the men. Oh, the prices here are pretty absurd, but it's okay. We'll buy some grain. No, we're gonna... We can't be cheap, okay? We're gonna buy 2 smoked hams and a bread for the men. And then they can have some strange meat to go with it. So that one... Mace, don't need that. Orc weapons, it's considering keeping barbarian weapons, but I really shouldn't need those. Better weapons. Everything must go. Oh, I got my composite bow. Oh, my problem was I sold the arrows. You know what? Let's pay 43 gold for a quiver of arrows. Why not? So I can re-equip that. Okay, we have 12k of gold. Got ourselves a fancy sword master. I am in the campaign now. Excellent. I will accept this contract to fight the barbarian king, and that will be the next episode. So thank you for watching. Until next time.